How to get rid of laziness in a practical and healthy way that suits our own needs to be identified. Laziness can appear suddenly or gradually, and we tend not to notice it. Without feeling it, the impact is even prolonged and can bother you. Laziness will not only affect work productivity, but also enthusiasm in enjoying hobbies. So, how to actually get rid of laziness to work properly and easily? Watch this video until it's finished. The desire to take a break and postpone work because you are tired of work and the fast pace of life is natural to face. In this case, there is nothing wrong with wanting to spend a few quiet hours doing nothing. However, it will be dangerous if you make it a continuous reason to be lazy. Laziness will have a negative impact on individual relationships with superiors or co-workers, because unfinished work will be handed over to others. This can have a negative impact on relationships at work if it continues. Another negative aspect of laziness is related to physical health. It's no secret that people who are physically lethargic and lazy will be less active. Thus, the condition of the body will quickly get tired and lethargic when starting to work again. Laziness can affect a person's whole life. Because they don't want to make active efforts regarding important areas of life. Laziness will take away many opportunities that life offers every day. Laziness will make it difficult to get out of your comfort zone because of thoughts and obstacles that are actually illusions. To avoid the worrying effects of laziness, here are 12 healthy and practical ways to get rid of laziness for you to apply in your daily professional and personal life. First, find out the main cause. The appearance of laziness is difficult to contain. If you experience it, you should find out what is behind it first. Take a little time for self-introspection so you can know for sure the factors that trigger your laziness. Feeling tired, overwhelmed, or even afraid may be the reason behind your low motivation to move and work. You can start the process by recording your daily activities for at least 1 week. This activity will make it easier for you to detect your activities and find patterns that might be gaps in your laziness. If laziness appears because of fatigue, take a break and focus on relaxing. And if the cause is being overwhelmed by too many tasks, it's a good idea to take a step back to organize your priorities and tackle them one by one. Second, think positively to get excited again. Negative thoughts are big enemies that we must always eradicate. Laziness often leads to feelings of guilt and pessimism because you will feel like a failure and produce nothing. Find out how to get rid of negative thoughts and start thinking positively by encouraging yourself with the affirmation that you can complete a task or work today. Don't procrastinate on the things you can do. If you don't start, nothing will be finished. Third, setting the schedule. Apart from eliminating gaps for laziness, the next way to get rid of laziness can also be done by setting a schedule to do your daily routine. Make it a habit to take notes so you can be more disciplined and organized. If necessary, give yourself a time limit or deadline in completing an activity or work. Not only limited to routines in the office, but also personal activities. For example, the time you spend eating or scrolling through social media. Fourth, setting priorities and time. If you have a lot of work to do, it's a good idea to prioritize and allocate your time carefully. Make a list of the tasks you need to do, then estimate the time you would spend on each one. You can do light tasks in the shortest amount of time first, before moving on to jobs that are judged to be heavier and take longer. If there is a task that feels too heavy, divide the task into several parts. With this, you can work it out in stages so you don't get overwhelmed and your time is used effectively. Besides, you can be more efficient. Completing these tasks can also give you satisfaction. You will be more motivated because you have succeeded in achieving the goals you created yourself. Fifth, avoid complaining and appreciate your work. Most people may feel that their job is not suitable for them or even not their dream profession. This assumption is often able to erode enthusiasm and become a source of laziness. If this experience hits you, avoid prolonged complaining about the bad things in your job and learn to be grateful. You can start by noting the benefits you get from your job or company or the parts of your job that you enjoy. Sixth, give appreciation for self-achievement. One way to get rid of laziness is to give yourself an award. Because when you wait for something, it can stop feeling lazy from the start. You actually indirectly motivate yourself to focus on what you do for the reward at the end of the road. There are many ways to show appreciation for a job well done. Set goals and set rewards accordingly. For example, by giving a day for rest and staycation every time you successfully complete a big project. Overcoming laziness is not easy. It takes discipline and continuous process and effort so that you can always get rid of it. Remember that how to get rid of lazy work must start from yourself. Seventh, install a 10-minute alarm. One way to get rid of laziness is to determine a short period of time in doing the task. To do this, set an alarm for 10 minutes and then see how much you can complete in that time. Setting an alarm can keep you motivated to keep going after the timer goes off. Make a deal with yourself that even if you don't like doing the task, you still do it for 10 minutes. Once you are involved, you will be less tempted to quit. Eighth, do the easy things first when working. Make a list of jobs that are easier to do first when you start work. Doing difficult jobs will certainly take more time and thoughts. This will make you tired after doing one job. By doing easy work, you will be able to control your work mood so that it is consistent. Previously completed tasks will increase motivation to complete the entire to-do list. This can be a great way to get rid of laziness. Ninth, find a new atmosphere or place to work. Due to the pandemic conditions, many workers have to work from home. For some people, working from home gives rise to reasons to constantly procrastinate. When you want to be productive, look for public work spaces such as libraries, cafes, or co-working spaces where you are surrounded by people who are also working or doing activities. Of course, choose a place with strict health protocols. Being around other people who work hard can motivate us to work hard too. You can also create this atmosphere at home by determining a workplace with family members at home to be more focused. Or periodically change the layout of the workspace to get a new atmosphere. 10th, don't get caught up in the illusion of perfection. Many young people today face more competitive environments, more unrealistic expectations, and more anxious and controlling parents than any previous generation. So the demand to be a perfectionist is getting higher. Being a perfectionist is often necessary to make a job as good as possible. But did you know? Perfectionism can cause people to be overly critical of themselves and others. It also causes an increase in depression and anxiety, thus ultimately resulting in laziness. The desire to make perfect work can be an illusion that makes you avoid the work that should be done. Remember that there will be no job that is truly perfect, and mistakes in work will actually make you learn. 11th, don't hesitate to seek help from others. Many people think that asking for help is a sign of weakness. But not asking for help can set you up for failure. People who do not ask for help from colleagues are more likely to be dissatisfied in their jobs and have lower levels of job performance. They are also considered unfavorable by their superiors. Asking for help increases your chances of success and helps you connect with other people who can encourage and motivate you. If you encounter difficulties, you should ask for help proportionally to people who are more skilled or you trust. Connecting with people is also a way to get rid of laziness, which can increase enthusiasm. Finally, avoid distractions that interfere with productivity. We all have hobbies that we do when we don't want to do a task. The distraction can be surfing social media or pursuing a hobby. Find ways to make these activities more difficult to access. Find a quiet place to work. You also use the application to block entertainment sites that you usually open while working. Or, you can turn distraction activities into rewards when a job is finished later. So that's 12 ways to get rid of laziness. Even though laziness always haunts us, we have to fight it. If this video is useful, don't forget to subscribe, like and comment.